Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Belinda, and today we're going to make some mini pizzas. We have our English muffins that I cut in half. We have our pizza sauce. We have our mozzarella cheese, and that's what comes in this packet. And we have our grated Parmesan cheese that we like to use on ours too. And I also have a green pepper because we like green peppers on ours, so I'm going to cut them and put them on, and our Italian seasoning. And there's also a lot of other things you can put on your pizza. Actually, you can put, if you want to put some cut up pieces of salami or sausage, Italian sausage. You can put, some people like to put fish on their pizza. And actually the fish that they put on is called anchovies. That's an Italian name for it. And they're so-so. I don't eat them. I don't care for them. They're a little bit salty. But let me tell you, there's other things you can put on your pizza too. If you like a sweet pizza, you could actually put some pieces of pineapple on your pizza. You can cut up little tomatoes, little cherry tomatoes, and put them on the top. There's so many things that you can do. If you like ham, you can cut some ham into little pieces and put it on. But today we're just going to do it with the cheese and the green pepper. So this is how we're going to start. Okay, this is the pan you're going to put it in. And in back of me, I have my little mini oven actually cooking. It's actually cooking the pizza, not so much as far as cooking it, but it's melting the cheese and it's cooking the sauce, making it warm right on the little English muffins, which are really good to have pizza because it's like just a miniature pizza. It's like personal pizza. Okay, so we're going to start with, first thing is we're going to get our, this is my pizza sauce that I actually buy they sell it in a jar. You can use spaghetti sauce or you can use pizza sauce. I bought pizza sauce, but I didn't save the jar to show you guys. But this is actually what I had left, and I thought I'd save it for this. So we're going to put it on our English muffin with the spoon very gently. Okay, and then you can use the spoon to distribute it around. Okay, you're going to distribute it around the top. Some people like a lot of sauce. Some people don't like a lot of sauce. English muffins are about the best, I think, to use when you're making these little individual pizzas. And you could buy English muffins in a package at Jewel or Walmart or Aldi. Any stores have them. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. You have to be careful not to get the sauce on you because it'll stain your clothes. Okay, so I put the sauce on. Now I'm going to transfer them into this pan because this is the pan I'm going to use to bake them in. And you're only going to bake them for about 10-12 minutes at the most. Just enough to get that cheese melting. Okay, I'm checking mine back here. And we're still going at it there. Okay, so I'm going to squeeze these in. Depending, if you used your big oven, your mom's big oven, which she will be in charge of, not you, you can actually put a cookie sheet. And if she wanted to make like 12 of these, she can fit 12 or 10 on a sheet, if you have a big family or if you're having a little gathering, friends, and you want to have these little treats. So here now we have our cheese on there. Let me just take a little peek back here and see how we're doing. Okay, doing good. Okay, so now I'm going to get Now this is my grated cheese, the Parmesan cheese. It's Italian, and I'm Italian, so I like this on my pizza. You don't have to put it, but if you want to, you can just sprinkle a little bit on. It gives it a little extra cheese flavor because you're going to put the other kind of cheese on there too. And actually, some people like to buy the mushrooms in a can and put those on. There's so many things you can put on your pizza. Like I said, if you want to go with a sweeter taste, you could put pineapples. I imagine you could even use, maybe like if you cut up the cherries in the bottle, those might be good too, to make it like a pineapple-y taste. Okay, so here we go. This is the cheese part. Okay, so now this is the Italian seasoning. So I'm going to sprinkle that on very gently. And you want to do it gently because you don't want to put a real lot, but you want to have a nice even flavor with it on. Okay. Oh, and the first thing I should have told you before we even started is whenever you're baking or cooking, anytime you're handling food, always make sure you wash your hands first really good with soap and water and dry them because you don't want to contaminate your food. Okay, so there's my pizza. It's looking good. Smells good too. Okay, so now this is the next thing I'm going to put is the mozzarella cheese that's in here, the bag. And like I said, you can get that at Jewel, Aldi, any grocery store, Target if your mom goes there. And this is what they call pizza cheese. And sometimes they sell it like in a big round, looks like a big round ball of cheese, and people grate it onto their pizza. But I always buy the one that's already shredded because when you're making something like this, you don't need a real lot of it. So, you know, why buy a big piece and then if you're not going to use it all? Okay, so now you're going to sprinkle some of that on. And I always use a spoon. I don't use my fingers because it's much more neater if you use your spoon. And it's a lot more sanitary too because you don't want to be handling this cheese stuff. And actually sometimes cheese will smell. Cheese has that's a normal smell to it, but I prefer not to handle it. I'll use a spoon. It's a little neater that way. Okay, so I got that on there. Okay, and I like to put all my supplies in little bowls because it's a lot easier than trying to work out of the bags too. Okay, so let's take a peek. Oh, those are looking good. So now I have my green pepper here, and I already cut some little pieces of green pepper. So I'm just going to put them on. Some people like more, some people like less. So I'm just going to put 2 little pieces on there. Let's see, I've got to cut another little piece here. Okay. So here I have my pizzas. Okay, so let me check and see how we're doing with this. I'll take a peek in here. Oh, looking good. Smells good too. Oh, okay, that means my product should be finished. So I'm going to take the one. This is the one that I made before, and it melted pretty nice. It looks pretty good. I'm going to put the other one in that I just made, and that will take a little time. So I'm going to, like I said, about 10 minutes, 12 minutes, that should be good. I have it at about 250 degrees because you're not really baking it. You're just getting it warm and melting the cheese. Okay, so here's my pizza. That looks pretty good. I wonder if I should take a little bite. Oh, it's a little warm. I might just wait a minute while it cools off. try a little taste. Okay. See, it doesn't really cook the bottom or anything. It's just warming it. Very good. I think you're going to like these. Very good. Okay, so I just took a little taste. I'm not going to eat the whole thing right now, but I just wanted to show you that it came out really good. I think it's great. And sometimes when you're cooking it, you have to have Mom keep an eye on the oven, because if it cooks or if it starts melting the cheese too fast, you don't want it to burn, because then the cheese will burn on the top. So Mom can peek in there. But like I say, about 10 to 12 minutes is the best amount of time that I think it works for. And you put it about 250, 300. You don't have to put it 400 or anything. So about 250 to 300 degrees should be plenty for it to just melt the cheese. And that's the main thing. And make the peppers soft if you put green pepper. But if you are making one and you're putting Italian sausage on it, I would have Mom cook the sausage first on the stove, and then you can cut it off in little pieces and put it on your pizza individual, because then it'll be cooked already. Because that you have to be careful with, because there's pork in that meat, and you have to make sure that that's cooked very well. But I hope you enjoyed our little pizza treat today that we made, and I will see you guys soon. And hopefully Mom and you and maybe your brothers and sisters or Dad can do a little pizza night and make yourself little individual pizzas. Okay, now I have the recipe online also. So have a great evening and enjoy your pizza. Okay, bye now. See you soon.